We gotta take our photos.
TV.
Yeah,
I know you're shot.
Flash.
That's cool, man.
Isn't it?
ARG
Ooh, is that good,
Live.
man? Yo, it's pretty good.
I like it.
I like the top 8 of the Dragon Ball.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's got a little chart in it. I didn't realize that. That's sweet.
Oh, that is so cool.
Isn't it? Vince made it.
I just love that it's the chibi ones. I love that episode of DBZ.
How about a fireball attack cell monster?
Okay. Event info. Did you just make it say,
Day 2 ARG Charlotte CFV feature.
yeah, CFV. Actually, this bottom one right here.
The bottom one?
Yeah. That'll be where that pops up right there.
Okay. And what is this for?
You know, it's not on the screen anymore. You don't have to worry about it.
Are they playing right now?
Let's see. Yeah, that already started.
Sweet. Yeah, you're good.
Alright, are we live?
Turn your mics up.
Oh, wow, okay. Thank you, man.
Sure. This is so you can hear your guys in the headsets. I don't know if you can hear. I think there's something funny where you can't hear each other.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, that's how you fix that. And this is your sound check. That's how they can hear you. In case they. So here's your chat.
So it's like a screen.
And then to go to the other screen.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll come back and pick some play mats and make them straight. When I
Alright, sounds great. Thank you.
Alright, everybody, welcome to ARG's Cardfight Vanguard feature match. Yes, I'm pretty sure Yu-Gi-Oh! Is completely over.
Yu-Gi-Oh's over. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. We're now on with Cardfight Vanguard, the perhaps worst designed game, but we're not going to delve into that right now. So we've got Devin White on Kagero, the Cross, the Legend, versus Nick Pisheth. I'm going to guess I'm saying that right. Against Diablo, playing Mortimer. The match is already underway. We're about midway through the game or at grade 2 right now.
No, grade 3. He just rode Vortimer. He just counterblasted and soul blasted he's trying to counterblast soul blast to search a grade 1, and I think Devin is just reading the card.
Oh, okay. Alright, I see what you're saying.
And he searched out, I think it's the grade 2 that's a grade, that counts as grade 1 of the deck. And it's a 9K.
Well, the early game is still very much afoot. We'll wait for effects to resolve. Devin is currently at 1 damage, and Nick is currently at 3.
Yeah.
Looks like there was a critical involved just last.
They're gonna fix this mat issue here in a little bit, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Nick preparing his attack strategy, debating on whether or not he is going to lay anything down, and he swings with the Vanguard.
Nothing there. Draw trigger.
Another draw trigger by Devin. And definitely rear guard dying now, unless he wants to drop 5k. Okay, alright, 10k drop, and
I mean, he probably didn't have anything in his hand to get rid of.
alright, something interesting is happening. Devin rides the Legend and gets to check the top 5 for a Flame Dragon. If he's playing optimally, his opponent is reading that card. It's a good one to read. It's a good one to read, Nick. He'll check the top 5 and pick out a Flame Dragon of his choice. And if he's playing his deck with as many Flame Dragons as possible, then he'll be able to take just about anything.
I'm pretty sure they're all Flame Dragons. I mean,
except Nahalem and Conroe if he's playing those two, which he's definitely playing Nahalem.
Yeah, he picked the Stride Fodder. Which is a really good choice because now you can just ditch it straight for Stride.
Exactly. All for the low cost of CB1 Soul Blast 1. Devin shaking his head at how well this turn's going.
Things are turning out pretty well for him. I mean, nothing better than going straight into a Stride. Oh wait, he
drops a Dotei.
Drops a Dotei.
One of these actually has shield value.
That's true.
Goes into Vortex Desire. 2 guys in jeopardy if he hits.
Oh, he drops the Conroe as well. Reveals the Toe.
Looking for another legend or the cross itself.
Wait, you search for the cross.
There it is. Both of these decks definitely being prominent today, especially with the release of the Legend deck not too long ago, and Diablo getting its set 6 support in the form of Spectral Blaster and the Vortimer line back from the EBO3 depths.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so long ago. I'd have greater respect if he was actually playing the Gold Paladin Spectral Duke, but I don't think he'd be in this feature match if he was. Definitely a PG coming out for this attack. Devin gets 1 critical. And not a second.
Not a second. I think the last card was another cross,
It was the
right?
cross. Swings in, and Nick shows him 15k.
Yep.
Pass turn to Nick. Shadows are back.
He's probably going to straight go into Urgrize right here. I mean, he's going to have to.
Thank you, Damien Stryker, for subscribing for 10 months in a row. Ooh, the secret rare hot stamp tool.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Devin's just looking at that to admire it.
I would.
When somebody drops $80 on the table, I like to look at it too. Is that $80?
Yeah, it seems. The fact that I can tell what that says from the camera meter so high is a testament to the shininess of that card.
All little itty bitty text, but we can still see all that gold. Vanguard finally catching on to the full art train that Force of Will was running for quite some time. Will we see it for Yu-Gi-Oh? Will we get Yu-Gi-Oh full arts at last? No more Oricas for you and your friends.
I mean, I guess it's the last one to jump on the train, right? I mean, I don't know if DPZ gets full arts actually.
Is it the best idea? Probably not.
Oh, okay, so I just gotta go down. Or up.
Nick actually putting rear guards on the board. Not a strategy I recommend against Kagero. We're experiencing an earthquake. Or maybe it's just Craig.
Earthquake's over.
Good? Yeah, I got everything this week.
Thank you. So, project. Is that 2 PGs?
I think it is. It is in fact 2 PGs and a heal trigger.
Ooh, that's
not much more you can ask for than that.
Yeah, I mean, given the situation, it's pretty well needed. That sexy stride goes away. He only has 1 though. Not that he needs 4. 1 is enough.
Wrong. Devin with all the Lava Flow Dragons in the world in his hand.
Oh yeah.
But using Big Scary Dragon today.
Yeah. He's playing the Legend skill right now, right?
That's right. He's digging for a grade 3 to discard if he doesn't want to use the cross or wants to hold it for backup later. He'll probably discard a draw trigger and then go counterblast 1 and discard the legend he just put in his hand. He does in fact. Alright, Nick leaving 1 rear guard on the board. Most likely the worst number of rear guard to have against Kagero.
Yeah.
It's just enough to turn Kagero on, but not enough to support your opponent in any way, really. He's still going to have no rear guards. You could guard it if you really wanted to, but there's absolutely no point.
I mean, it's gonna die, but the point is, leaving that rear guard there is what gave him an opening for the legend.
It is nice to have somewhere to put your triggers to at least tax hand a little bit, but one rear guard to allow him to use the legend. Granted, he could also have just gone into the ace if he'd left the vanguard, so he had options regardless at this time. But once he's out of aces, until we have 16G zone, he would be sad without any rear guards on the board.
I mean, we are talking about Kagero here. Kagero's always got options.
Heal trigger for Devin. Actually gets to heal. It's going to be a long game, boys.
Yeah.
On a Holland to hand, that'll make it a little bit faster. Vanguard. Nick with quite a bit to drop forward.
I think he's trying to figure out if he wants to, how much CB he really wants to take to use what he's about. If he strikes into Duke, which I'm going to do, it's going to happen right here.
He drops 20k for the rest of the board and continues to his turn.
That's the danger that we.
Striding into most likely Phantom Blast or Diablo.
I'm going to say he's going to Duke.
He might go to the Duke.
Yeah,
He does, in fact. Alright. Well, Nick needs to put some serious rear guards on the board to make this happen.
He's
Counter
about
this,
to.
counter
Pretty
this.
sure,
Oh, you can't respond to this now. Get counter one.
I'm pretty sure he's about to because he's got the search a grade 1 from the board skill. That's going to give him a lot of power. He switches out to Charon. Charon's going to give him the resources he needs.
Well, this turn's going slower than my grandmother at age 70, but we're going to get back on track as soon as he swings in with Diablo.
Nah, this turn's going to take a little while because Vortimer gets to search out a lot of stuff, and so does Duke, especially when Duke is over Diablo, or Vortimer. He called the chair and sacked the chair.
All your best friends from set 4 coming back.
Wasn't Kahit also from like set 7 or something? I wanted to say there was another Kahit that was called Paladin.
I think he may have been the 10K.
He might
have been a 10K. I'm going to check that real quick. Well, quite a few triggers off the top for that swing.
Yeah, this is going to be a long game.
A double heal is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Both at 1 damage, both on second stride.
I mean, the issue with checking triggers so early at this point is only one of these two players has the ability to put any of them back.
That is very true. However, staying at low damage against the cross is one of the best things you can do, since none of the strides currently have passive crit. In fact, none of the units do. Almost all of them can do something really good, but doing extra damage is not one of those things.
More or less, that was a pretty uneventful turn, all things considered. Wow. Not what I anticipated at all.
He's got 2 of them. Keep the pressure on.
I would figure he'd go into the ace.
It's possible, but if he doesn't already have the... Did he discard a Great Theory Overlord or did he discard a Lava Flow? I'm pretty sure he discarded a Lava Flow. If he doesn't have the Great Theory Overlord, then there's really no point to risk that.
You're right. Yeah,
especially since it's an extra skill. If you could do it in the middle of the drive check like Dote, that would be something else. Lots of Berserk Lords, not a whole lot of rear guards to use them with, but at least 1 critical sends Nick to
4 damage, I believe. 4, not 3.
3 damage.
I think it's like, I can't tell how many cards are in his hand, but it's a good amount, like in Devin's hand. Pretty sure Devin, the Kagero player,
has been stockpiling for quite some time on the strides. And hasn't been dropping a whole lot of guards since he's still only at 2 damage. He's guarding the important attacks. Really, other than that, that's it. To answer your earlier question, there is no other Kahit.
Really?
Yes, unless he got upgrades on checking triggers as well.
Did you check Gold Paladins?
I can check Gold Paladins.
I'm telling you, he's a Gold Paladin grade 1. All right, so he went into Duke again, and now he's called two. I think these are the other guy. It's not Kahedon. It's the other guy. They get 3K. It and the Vanguard will get 3K every time. A grade 1. No, that's the grade 2. I know this guy gets 3K for something. I can't really remember what. It's Kahedon's little brother.
3.
It's Kahedon's little brother.
Kahedon is the little brother. Hole is the grade 2.
Oh, then this is Kahedon.
This is Kahedon.
I think it's the one that gives the Vanguard if it hits.
Yes.
If it hits, it gets a
There is a Kahedon. He is a Advance of the Black Chains Kahedon. He is from the Chrome Jailer set, so he's from BT09. Yes, you're right. So they just transferred.
So it's literally just
came over.
Old Gold Paladin dudes.
At least Bartle hit the gym. They just took a long walk.
He's not in a good spot, in my opinion. I mean, he had to call the trigger. I mean, he's calling that just so he can sack the 3 that he needs to sack.
Devin definitely looks 1, comfortable, and 2, in a better position of the game state.
He's ditching. He's
Checking for the Protector trigger. He gets it.
Yeah, but he also ditched a Berserk Lord because he has like a 17 in hand.
There aren't going to be many rear guards.
So it's a crit, it's a draw, and another crit. Wow.
Well, that's what you need to stay in a game like this. Devin's not having it at all. Granted, with 20 plus, I believe that's a 30K line.
Jeez.
Still, Devin, unwavering, throws down the guard. The only question is, what? There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, well,
Now we know
slightly more than 30.
I'm willing to bet all my money that he's going to put a Nahalem right there.
Really, Jose? There's no way. Devin going straight into the ace to put back the pressure. With that many triggers drawn, he's going to need some himself at this point. But still, a Nahalem at this point of the game is absolutely devastating with how much power he's going to get off the ace swing.
Yeah, he gets 5K for each swing, right?
He does get 5K for each swing. He's 11K by himself so long as you have an Overlord, and that counter behind isn't playing games either.
Yeah, but that counter is what don't flip too, and it's going to really, I mean, that's obviously what it does, but...
Conor, another one of our old friends, getting swole.
Everyone's getting swole.
Everyone's hitting the gym, coming back.
I'm gonna bet you don't have a Kaiju
That or Bushi can't think of any more ridiculous names.
Well, there's only so many times they can use dragon in a sentence.
Apparently the number currently is 2, but maybe in the next generation they'll try to upgrade to Dragon, the Dragon of blank, of dragons.
Vanguard G Season 4, the Dragon Crisis.
Dragon Lord Dragons. At what point are they going to realize the dragons are the real problem and not whatever else is going on?
Why?
All of the cray magic in the world.
I don't understand why. He swung with the burnout at the trigger. Now, I know it's a 9K, but I would have swung with the Vanguard at least first, see if he can get a trigger. I guess he wants to really concentrate the Nahalem.
It definitely usually is better to attack Vanguard first, especially if there's not an interceptor. If it were an interceptor, I would have understood. Devin found you 1 on the first swing.
You could have just moved the die. You could have just moved the die to the 5.
I don't want you to worry about that. The Ace Part 2 Electric Boogaloo coming in with 36. No extra crits though. Thanks, Kagero. Wait till Blade Master. That Hollow Mine growing steadily.
That's why he needs a 27 die.
I gotta find the 12. Nick should still have at least 1 PG in hand. There's 1.
There it is. He
Drops a 5K for it.
Yeah.
Devin flips a legend and another heal trigger.
That
Not going off.
is giant. Luckily, 1 damage is only 1 damage.
It's plus 17K based on triggers and abilities alone, not including his own 16. That is a 33K line. And no additional crits.
Exactly. So he takes it. Okay.
Any day of the week, my friend.
Now, he can't stride, because I'm pretty sure there's all triggers in like a grade 1, I think, in his hand.
Another peek reveals...
Yeah,
You're
he
correct.
can't
This
stride.
game might as well be over at this point, unless Nick gets absurdly lucky coming off these swings, or Devin simply gives him the game, and at 2 damage, I don't think there's a way for...
Man, he's still checking triggers, though.
There's got to be a way to stay in the game.
That's 1 damage.
But at this point, objectively, I can say that he is simply delaying the inevitable. Although, if he draws a Stride Fodder and Devin does not kill him, even though he's going straight into Novell this turn, he's going to need every hope he can get.
How many cards left in that? I think it was like 5. I mean, I couldn't see it all just because the way he put his deck back, but...
Well, he definitely got the Legend off last check. So Novella's here, no grade 1s. If Nick has another PG in his hand, which I think that he does, and double Nahal.
Well, he can't use the PG.
That is true. He can't use it if he had it, or which I think he does.
So, with no PG in hand, I mean, this is it. No hope for a heal, and he's got the Hollow too. Like, jeez.
It's gonna hurt one way or another. He has plenty of zeros. He's trying to guard it. Puts 26.
Never say
25,
die.
25k on the board to go up to 36. That's a 1 to pass.
Ooh.
Does not find it. Let's do 2 Nahalims with 5k each, plus their own 2k. This is a 23 line. And Nick is at 5 damage.
Yeah, I mean,
he checks. Doesn't find it. That's game 1. Devin goes up 1-0.
I mean, the thing is, we're talking about a deck that has literally gotten support since the dawn of time, versus a deck that's really only been relevant, if you can call it relevant, for the last 3 sets.
Since the Legend deck came out, I can safely say that there probably aren't many cards in there that have been in there since set 1.
That's fair. Besides, like, well, not since set 1, but like first season.
Are there old cards
Dote.
in there? Yes, he does have Dote.
The old classic.
But other than that, I'm pretty sure the rest of the cards are much newer.
I can agree with that. Yeah, he's. The new Legend deck was a huge chunk of support that a lot of decks don't see.
It's kind of the Legend deck pair up, right?
Yeah.
Although Kagero is 1 support set short, and after set 7, I think this matchup will get even more cracked open. I often see that Kagero manage to get up on shadows that don't crit them out of the game,
right?
By just, if one side isn't playing rear guards or getting rid of their rear guards, and Kagero can still put pressure on, then that deck's going to lose.
Like, I usually don't say this, but what really hurt the Diablo player in this game was he kept checking triggers, but he wasn't checking dudes. Like, he wasn't getting dudes, and he needed dudes.
All at the right time, and everything in moderation.
Yep. Like, you can check all the triggers in the world, but it's not going to make a difference if you can't get the pieces, the combos you need.
It's entirely true. Well, game 2 pairing up, and the Braxton Shuffle is going on. We may be sitting here for 2 to 3 minutes.
I can't tell if those are Vanguard sleeves or if they're...
I believe they're clear over sleeves.
Maybe using them Duke.
I respect it. I like my Dote sleeves better.
Yeah. I like OG Duke better, like in terms of sleeves.
Oh, absolutely.
So now we're on.
All right, the game is afoot, and a trigger already by Nick.
Jeez, double trigger, man. For a game that lasted as long as it did, there were entirely too many triggers being checked for that game to have lasted that long.
They're all support type.
That's true. I mean, these
all
are the
draws and heals, but no crits coming off. I don't think I saw a Blu-ray Dragon Kid off of Devin's deck.
Yeah, not to mention there's also been so many draws in this game just because of just time. I mean, there's only 15 minutes left in this round, and we just started game 2.
If Devin cleans it up, we won't need a game 3.
That'd be nice.
But Diablo is definitely still a contender, and if Devin finds himself in a corner, the game will end.
Yeah.
Phantom Blaster doesn't play games.
Yeah, if he can find a way to get Devin to only have a dude, that'd be nice. But the other problem with that Diablo deck is it has no retire.
That is true. Without BD Raw, there's not a whole lot you can do to reach into the back row and really inconvenience your opponent, or put them in that corner that you need to find them to use Phantom Blaster.
All right, well, we know he's got the cross, so he's got options.
Options are the nectar from which a Kagero player drinks.
Yep. This is just so much old school Vanguard. Just ride, a swing, ride, swing. Like, to me right now, he's literally playing Duke.
In old style, I mean, I think the GB kind of returned to some of that. They just put on an extra phase of the game.
Right.
Where in limit break format, you had to get up to limit break to do anything, and so you wanted to be... The game was really played at 3 damage.
Right.
And now the game is really played at just grade 3. Who's going to grade 3 first? Do I want to, just rush all the way up there if my deck depends on it, which both of these decks sort of do.
Right.
Kyra can keep you at grade 2 for a little while, but they're not going to play against a deck like Royal Paladins. Against Shadows, they'll fare a little better, and Nick goes into Mortimer first, opting for going first this game and not striding first, especially with an Orgeyser. I'm not sure I like the play, but I really want to see where he's going with this.
They said Devin's going first? Yeah, Devin went first.
Devin did go first. Okay,
yeah,
so then Devin is definitely playing the grade 2 game here. Trying to force Nick to get a little up there, and Nick doesn't want to have any of that. But he checks the draw.
Checks the key. Surprised that starter's still there with Gatling Claw made on board. I guess he just needed the booster more first.
I mean, he needs to push 11 right now.
Yeah.
If he finds a burnout or something to that degree, and I already put an Overlord in the graveyard, then he can at least snipe the starter, get some value, or snipe the other grade. Snipe the grade 1 on board, push Gatling Claw into the soul, and then have a 16k line while Nick has no reroads.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't think he's going to want to get rid of that David before the Arrogeyes turn comes, force him to sacrifice more dudes.
Kills a little Yusei. He's a little Yusei. Don't debate me on this.
Little Yusei that could.
He gets things done, just not as many as in 5Ds. Exactly as planned.
Yeah, exactly as planned.
Although going into Vortex Desire and then murdering all the dudes feels like a little bit more of a hollow victory.
Yeah, because now, I mean, at this point, he could just take it and be like, okay, kill my non-existent dudes.
And Vortimer left on an island as crits fly off the deck. A crit, a PG, and a Bella. Really everything you want
Trigger
in the mid-game.
and Trigger, I think.
That's 21 coming at Vortimer.
21 either at 16. Yeah, it was at 21 at 16, I think.
Nick already at 4 damage against Devin's 2. He strides in.
Arrogeyes. No?
Checking options. If he doesn't have the reroads to do so, granted he has the hand, but what does he want to sack for this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure once again his hand is full of triggers.
The golden card comes out. Devin looks at it again. No. Making sure.
He just called the Black Chain Brothers the Cole. What did you say? Hole? H-O-L-E.
Hello.
Hello. And Kahid. That's such a good combo.
Calls a draw trigger.
Oh, what?
Alright, I think we just saw... Oh. Is that
damned?
I think that might be damned.
I'm pretty sure it is, actually. That's why our guys are doomed. Because he just killed 2 dudes, and he's not getting power, so...
He did.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
He's trying to build up for that play. Because, remember I mentioned, he's got to find a way to get his...
Right, he's got to get that unblockable Diablo swing to get out of this.
To get out of this. To have even a chance of relevancy. I mean, he's at 4 damage.
Do Orgeyser and Doomed have the same hot stamp, or are they slightly different?
I'm trying to think. I think Doomed was the one that got the hot stamp. I don't think...
All of the GRs... Was Orgeyser GR?
No.
Okay, Orgeyser was GR. Then...
I just said that on a stream. I'm probably wrong, though.
No,
I should have looked that up.
Let me fact check you on stream. Just for you. Just for you, I'm doing this.
Oh man, I don't know exactly how much damage it is because the thing's covering the face. crit. Oh, that's it. That's all she wrote. That was a double
And
crit there.
That's how it goes. Stride into Novell. No grade 1s. Triggers on top. And that's it. Devin takes a 2-0. And that's this feature match.
Yeah, but that's exactly how I thought it was gonna. I mean, you can't. The Legend is just utter savagery, especially when it goes into Novell like that. I mean, double crits are always double crits, so you can't really.
I mean, the thing I appreciate most about the Legend is it's a perpetual option. You can build your own stride anytime you like, assuming the conditions are right and your opponent has at least one rear guard in a game about calling rear guards.
Yeah, I agree.
But the Novell, I think, was probably the most powerful card printed in that deck, by far.
Yeah.
Just being able to shut off grade 1s, putting a guard restriction in Kagero again, without a ridiculous, you have to now play 4 grade 4s in your deck cost.
And not to mention, it also just starves them of that one hope.
Absolutely. Oh, I found a PG. It doesn't matter.
No, what about the 6 damage heal? It's never gonna happen to you.
Also 6 damage heal. Also 6 damage heal.
Sorry.
Well, pepperonis flew everywhere, and Nick is, well, not out of this one. We're not